Fusion Substitute is a card that brings nightmare to a lot of players because of the Fusion Substitute Zodiac format, and now it's kind of back. Although I will admit it's objectively way worse than before, it still managed to retain a little bit of relevance in today's format thanks to its applications in Tearlaments. And since Fusion Substitute is always treated as polymerization regardless of where it is, it's always searchable by King of the Swamp. And on top of that, unlike polymerization, Fusion Substitute is actually a good card to mill, so even if you don't use it as a spell card, it's actually a nice effect to have it in the graveyard because you can use it to banish it from the grave and then put back a fusion monster from your graveyard to the extra deck to draw one card, and that can be really nasty if you really think about it. The naive players will only think about this as a free draw one that doesn't really do too much. However, the really competitive players are going to understand something a little more intricate. If you shuffle back your Tearlaments Kid Kalos from your graveyard into the extra deck with Fusion Substitute, you can trigger your Tearlaments field spell in order to destroy a card on the field, and that's actually really massive because you can destroy Mystic Mine with it, and you obviously don't have to rely on any monster effects to do that. So in other words, Fusion Substitute is an inherent out to Mystic Mine. The one massive issue with Fusion Substitute, on the other hand, is the fact that it doesn't really get any engine started on its own, and if you can't really get 2 or more monsters on the field, you just can't use its effect. Yeah, it's not really like polymerization where you can straight up use 2 to 3 monsters in your hand to fuse, and obviously since you can't use monsters from your hand, you can never make Guardian Chimera with Fusion Substitute, unlike with polymerization. Now, the one thing I really do recommend though if you're playing King of the Swamp in Tearlaments is to play 3 King of the Swamp, 1 Fusion Substitute, and 1 polymerization, so you always get to choose which one you really want to search depending on your needs. If you already have 2 monsters on the field, there's no reason to search polymerization. The superior option there would be Fusion Substitute because you're trying to use the monsters on your field to fuse anyways, so you might as well have the card in your graveyard and potentially out a Mystic Mine, draw more cards, get your engine extended even more. But yeah, in conclusion, just be aware of all the negative aspects of the card before you incorporate it in your deck. So that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. Let me know your thoughts about this card in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.